Well. Look, I wish I had a co-host who would turn up on time. I wish lots of things, but oh no. I was about to chat so much shit.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you?
We're live, everybody. There's my vacuum cleaner. I've just noticed it's in shot. Who cares? We are live. Alright, that's pretty good. We're just going to turn this way slightly. Hey, it's sort of out of shot, but not really. We are super ready. We didn't have any technical issues whatsoever and started perfectly on time. Don't check your clocks. We're here, hello. I really enjoy our chats every time, so I'm looking forward to it. How are you, my good Scottish friend?
Scottish.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't
Yeah.
it? Sorry about that.
How's the English life?
It's warm currently. It just didn't stop. We had like 2 days where it was like, oh, it might rain a bit. And I was like, that's very English, that's fine. And it was like, no, actually, here's some more heat for you. And it's only going to come on for like the next week as well. Apparently, Saturday is going to get bad, and then it's going to get worse and worse. I went for a run last Saturday, and apart from getting one of my best times ever, which I'm well proud of, 5k in 23 minutes. Suck it. Nice. It was also incredibly hot. I mean, good grief! I was dying. I genuinely, I thought that's it. I'm gonna be dead.
This is how I die.
Yeah. It was so hot. So fortunately, for those in the know or not in the know, I suppose, I go running. This is going to sound weird. I go running with my parents. My dad doesn't do it really. He comes along to walk the dog. My parents. Ben's parents, or mum at least, and her dog, Ben's missus, some friends that we met because of they both had dogs the same age, and then a new person who turned up last week as well. So we just accrue people out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, stuff happens, and there's a new person. It's so cool. It's such a wicked thing. And we do sort of like a 20 to 30 minute run, depending on how old or fat you are, and then and then we just sit down and have a coffee. We chat for ages. It's real fun. We were there until I don't know. So the run starts at 9 o'clock, and we were probably there till almost 12. It was real cool.
Oh wow!
Fortunately, we found a shady area, and we just chatted for ages. It was brilliant. But yeah, so hot though. It was so hot that I had bottles of ice. That melted by the time I'd finished running, and sort of had to hand them out to the rest of the guys that had come because we were just dying. It was too much. It was too much. And then somebody got lost as well because we'd gone to a brand new run instead of our usual one, and somebody followed the wrong path. So as you do. Yes. But yeah, that was real cool. On the note of fitness, I've also been restarting my crazy, intense course of workouts as well. So I have got out the shower about 20 minutes ago after doing one, and my legs hurt. Ouch. So if at any point I'm like, then you know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, it's all really good. That. Yeah. I had a pretty cool week. Pretty cool. How about yourself?
Just been working, mate. I was just talking to my dad there because we're actually off to see Simple Minds tomorrow.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's. I kind of know them just kind of through my dad, but they're a big band.
Yeah.
Kind of like our parents would have grown up with them, kind of thing. So that's tomorrow, and then one of the supporting. He was just telling me one of the supporting bands is Katie Tunstall.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
She's
watching.
I feel like she's from Croydon. I think she's from the Brit School at least. I think she's also from Croydon. But yeah, I remember her. Sort of, I mean, it was 10 years ago, but I remember her being massive for a while. Which was cool.
Yeah, so doing that. We're just moving the last stuff out my old house. We're literally in the final stages. Of doing that. It's been a long ass process. So
yes,
doing that on my days off. So I'm just fucking shattered all the time.
This is how I know if you've had a difficult one. Is I get a little thing from your Discord saying, "I'm not going to stream today. I'm a bit tired," which I got yesterday. I was like, "Oh, he's had a bad one today."
Yeah. No, it's fucking tough work, man. I'm just absolutely fucking shattered.
Yeah,
but I got paid today.
No, there's no need for that.
So. Got my first pay in my new job.
Ooh, lovely.
So it's nice.
Pounds, £2,
yeah. Yep, exactly.
Sounds about right.
I've saved so much money as well on coffee.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hundreds of pounds.
Like, do you get away with having it for free, or do you get it half price, or how does that work?
I will never tell.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Your secret is safe.
So, but we have what we do have is we have a rewards thing that is just for custom employees,
right?
And we can use that every other site and get 50% off.
Well, look, as your best friend,
Don't worry, I'm getting the coffees. I'll go. You know, my usual thing when I get into East Croydon, I'll get coffees from there.
Lovely.
Pick me up. So if you pick me up, they stay warm.
Lovely
and then we got
stuff.
some nice coffees for.
I like it.
Basically, a flat white would be like just over £1 maybe.
Oh, I do love a flat white. Do you know, I usually go for my order when I meet up with my friend on a Friday. We try and do a Costa coffee every Friday.
Yeah.
And I go for a large caramel latte. And that's usually enough for me. And I really enjoy it. And that takes me a while to get through as well. It's real good, that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, but also a new development. I now have my first car.
Oh. No. No, I'm only kidding. That's amazing. Cool.
Yeah. Got just like a second-hand one. Got it for a crazy good price. Needs a bit of TLC, but to be honest, it was a really good find. Well, when I say find, my dad found it.
Do you know what they did
I don't
well?
have the time.
Yeah. Do you know what? Parents find good car. My parents found my first car. I couldn't even drive my first car. And you remember it well, I'm sure. But I couldn't even drive that car because I hadn't technically passed my test. And my instructor went on holiday for 2 months just before I was going to take my test. And my dad said, look, we know you're probably going to pass. Unfortunately, he was right. So he said, maybe get it now. We'll test drive it. And we'll let you know if it's any good. And I mean, it did me well. It did me well for a ton of years. I literally got rid of it. I bought it at 18. 18? Yeah, 18. And I got rid of it literally on January the 1st this year. So, but go on, tell us about your car. I want to hear more.
It's a Nissan Note.
Oh, I like them. Quite big space at the back.
They're kind of boxy. They're very boxy shape. But yeah, it runs alright. I mean, there's definitely whatchamacallit. It had a really good MOT. Virtually nothing on it. But I will say the engine in those cars aren't fantastic.
Yeah, but
and like the clutch in this car, it's like, see when you're just trying to build up the bite, like you can feel how weak it is. It needs a lot of like revs, like when you go to obviously accelerate when you from parked or when you're still taking off. So
funny enough, that is,
and it doesn't like reversing. It does not like reversing on clutch. It does not like it.
Okay.
Especially on hills. Oh my days.
Fair enough. So funny enough, on my new car, it struggles as well starting off. I put extra revs, quite a lot of extra compared to what I used to do in the old car. It's probably an extra 500 revs to get it going, because it is a bit. Yeah. It's a bigger car. I take it's a bit heavier, but also it shouldn't be like that. It's a bit more than it needs. What's the engine like? Is it a 1.2? I'm gonna guess. Bit bigger.
I don't know at the moment, but it's I think it's 40 liters. It's 40 liters. So I mean, it can get me from Glasgow to London with a full tank.
Whoa! Brilliant.
So, so I can do all that. If I need to ever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's actually it's not a fuel guzzler, and I can fill the whole thing for 40 quid.
Wow, that is amazing. Jesus.
It's about a tenner per quarter tank.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good in that respect.
I know obviously up there fuel's going to be a little cheaper, but to fill my old car, so probably roughly around the same size, was 70 quid each time. This new one's only 75, it's only 5 quid more. So maybe it did have a massive tank.
I guess it's more fuel efficient.
Yeah, which is weird, isn't it? But, oh man, that is so cool. I need to see this guy. At some point you have to drive it down, because you know what, it is, they do run better after a long run as well, you'll find. So maybe it's worth a long run at some point. Although it is tiring, so don't kill yourself, because it is hard work.
Yeah, I need to do things like fill the coolant for for the windscreen wash and stuff, and it needs little things like that. It needs just a general hoover, because I think it didn't smell like it, but you could tell. My dad made the assumption that when he first got, he's like, you could tell this person was probably an ex-smoker or something in there. It doesn't smell like it, but it's got that kind of like slight mustiness to it, but it's not. It's not.
Couple of air fresheners and a bit of a hoover to get rid of
that. Yeah.
Sweet.
I've just had no time to like do a proper, but I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. So, yeah.
Did you find anything sort of weird squirreled away? Like, so the only reason I'm asking is because when I bought mine, there was a T-shirt and a CD in there, and I was like, "This is weird." I was like, "Somebody was killed in the back, or what happened here?" Yeah.
No, nothing quite like that at the moment. No. Just no.
Cool.
Well, shall we do the thing where we realise we should probably talk about the other thing?
No. I suppose so. Consider you put so much effort into it.
Yes.
I do have something else to talk about, but we'll come to it later.
Oh, okay.
It's not anything major. Not anything major at all.
Well, go ahead now. I'm interested.
No.
It's my curiosity.
Oh, okay. All right. So I was going to talk about. I have an interest. I have an interest in something that's coming out soon. Coming out on Disney Plus. In fact, I think it is now out. I think it came out on the 21st, 22nd. And I'm going to completely and utterly legally watch this. Technically, yes, but I might use Carl's account. Ironheart. I don't know whether you have any interest in this at all. But Ryan Coogler did a thing, and I quite like his films, so I'm really looking forward to see what he does with a series. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things so far, but I'm going to have to watch it, because that man is very good at what he does, at the very least. So
I mean, I used to love him on Marvel, but I've kind of completely checked out. I watched a couple of TV series and stuff, like Loki and all this sort of thing. Loki was good, but like most of them, I was just like, this is just. I feel like it's just, here's money, do what you want. We don't actually really care. Kind of thing.
Sounds like my job.
Just like. But I'll tell you what, I actually binge watched 2 seasons of in literally a week, which was it's on Apple TV, and it's called The Silo.
I have heard some things about that. It's supposed to be quite good, isn't it?
good. I really enjoy it. I forget the actress's name. She's a British actress. She plays Thingy Atreides' mother in Dune.
Oh yes, I know exactly who you mean. Chastain, is it?
Ooh, Jessica. I think you're right, Jessica.
It's not
something.
Chastain.
I think you're on the right.
Different one. Yeah, I do know who you mean. Yeah.
I think his name's Jessica. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn. It'll come to me at some point.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it was good. It's good. I would say no particular character for me stood out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like them as individual pieces and the world is what made it interesting.
Okay.
You know? Oh, I lied. There was one character in season 2 which I just watched, which you learn over time to like really love him.
Okay, cool. All right.
Like you're just like, oh, like oh, bless you, like, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, that was my favorite character. The actor, I've seen him before, but I don't know his name for the life of me. But I've seen him in not that many things, but I think he did really great in this. I honestly think he did really great. What like his character was trying to convey.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name fully because it's not really triggering because he had so much hair and beard. You know, that you're like, oh, it's you, but oh fuck, who are you? You know.
I just had to look him up because the more I thought about, is her name Jessica? The more I thought, I don't think it is. Rebecca Ferguson. Bitch, I was so sure of it, and then slowly I was like...
You got the CCA part.
Yeah, exactly. What more do you want? I got some letters.
You got an eighth of their name.
Yeah. Oh dear, close enough.
Right.
There's one other thing I'm looking to watch as well, which is going to sound weird. I want to watch the F1 film with Brad Pitt in it. So I'm not, I like Brad Pitt, he's cool, but I wouldn't say he's like somebody I must go and watch. But I've heard some really good things about this film. And the weird thing is I'm wondering, I'm going to have to have a chat with Ben, because he's currently off in another continent doing continent things.
Again?
Yeah, being incontinent. And, so he is a light, massive into F1, really big into it. So I'm going to have a chat with him, see if he fancies it. And my dad is as well, so if he doesn't, I might go with my dad. Although he'll, as he does with everything, fall asleep in it. I don't know if I ever told you this story. The Star Wars Episode 9, right? So the last of the Star Wars films. I said to my parents, do you want to go and watch it? Because, the last one went great, and this one isn't sounding that great. I'm like, no, we watched the originals, we watched the prequels, like, let's go and watch it. I said to my dad, look, I appreciate, you want to go and watch it, but you do fall asleep at everything, so, like, are you sure? And he said, yeah, I'll come and watch it. But you better not fall asleep, because I'm paying for this. So, like, and he was like, no, I will pay attention. No, not 5 minutes. It's because you can now put your feet up, like the chair actually comes up to your feet now, so you can get, really lie yourself back. He was gone, man. And he woke up at the end. I went, did you like that? And he went, sure. And I went, what was your favourite bit? He went, the start.
Oh, it's so funny. I can see my dad doing that myself.
Yeah.
We haven't seen really many movies together. I mean, thankfully, the one that we watched was the Warfare one, that Alex Garland. Alex Garland is actually making the Elden Ring movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm on my 7th run, and so he plays it.
Wow.
And I'm just like, bro,
how do you make it's just so out there. I mean, because it's so Dark Soulsy, and Dark Souls has got some mad stories in it. I just don't see how you can piece something properly together out of it.
They would have to take some of the lore and some of the things and make their own story. I think that's the only way you can do it. Or you try. if it's the case, you try and make maybe more of an artistic film.
Yeah.
Rather than something that's kind of. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things. There will have to be some kind of, you know how dark and the stalls and the way it's like everybody talks in it.
Yeah.
And kind of how all the characters and all these kind of the bosses and the kind of antagonists in the world and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of aloof. It's kind of just a bit like mysterious. It's all but also the character designs. They always look epic. They're always really fucking cool. And I think they would either have to do a mix of or do separately their own story in the world. But I think even if they do that, or they do this second thing I'm gonna say, which is they have to do it true to what the gameplay is like.
Okay.
So in the sense of like, because he talked about in interviews, like, I find it really, it's like how he was asked, I think, how he plays. Like, I literally, that kind of thought of just, I'm gonna keep throwing myself against this person again and again and again and again till I win. Yeah. So I wonder if there's gonna be a maybe story around that.
That's true.
And I'm interested to see how they're gonna bring obviously, I wonder if they're gonna do the whole thing of like, every time they die, they come back.
Yes.
I wonder if they're gonna try and introduce that.
It?
I'm interested to see which direction they go with, but that's kind of one of the two things, or it's a combination of the two.
Yes, good point actually. That could be very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, talking about fantasy.
Yes, I was going to say it sounds like he plays the game the same way you do, except for he does good.
He probably does better than me. I mean, with Dead Souls games, I mean, if anybody watches my channel, watches me play Nioh, you'll know exactly what Rob's referring to. The last boss I recently faced, I spent 3 hours and 40 minutes on.
Yeah, I have to admit that.
That is a Dead Souls game. Dead Souls games aren't for the faint-of-hearted. No. You have to have a calm composure.
Yes, you really do.
You're allowed to get frustrated, but I get to put, like, if I feel like I'm gonna actually rage, not just go, oh my god, like, for me that's not rage. Rage is like throwing your controller through the wall.
I think my favourite thing that's happened recently is so I cut it out the video, but you went, hold on a second, my dad's saying something, and you forgot to mute it, and he went, you need to turn it down a bit. I was like, brilliant.
Oh yeah, get that in.
I know. I just thought there wasn't much to it, to be honest. You weren't even like at your desk or anything.
A short or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, just like, son, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, you need to turn it down a little bit.
There needs to be a shot and literally me
yes, Dad. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
I think that would do well. People can relate to that shit.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should find that. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Alright. Cool. Alright.
That was Nioh though, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I think I was getting really... I was just like, fuck
actually,
off.
Do you know, it might have been Kena, actually. Bridge of Spirits, is it? I think it might be that. There was one in particular who was struggling.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It was the boss which turned out, haha, just kidding, I'm not the final boss.
Yes.
So I've still not, for some reason, Wednesdays recently have been just really bad for me for like not being awake enough. Because the final boss, I'm like, literally, it's so unforgiving. There's no checkpoints. You have like 3 or 4 stages. I got to the final parts of their health and to the final stage, wherever it was. Bro was summoning. Bro was attacking. There was environmental like fucking meteors. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus Christ.
What? I just went, I have no chance. So I'm gonna do like a chilled Kena stream. So like, because there's apparently, I've looked, there's a lot of like meditation points, which gives me more health, and then I can do challenges to get ability points to put them into skills.
Yeah.
I've not had to do that in Kena at all until now.
All right.
But I'm also playing on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
As I always do.
Yeah.
I do it to myself. And I could just turn the difficulty down, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah. Bless you, my son. Right, should we do a chatty chat, I think, about D&D? It's kind of address you again. Will you stop it? Yeah. Why not have a little chatteroo?
I'm allergic to segues.
What was the one where I sneezed? Oh, I'm allergic to volcanoes, that was it. Oh, dear. Yes, right.
Let's do it. You roll this time.
Okay, let me
I'm
find
always rolling.
a dice. From my official, look at this. Look, that's my actual bag of dice with an eagle on it. There you go. That's the ones I usually use. D20 would help, doesn't it? Alright, I have rolled.
What it is.
That is a 19.
19. Runs while magic goes off as he attacks the ship. Attacks the ship? Oh, yeah. Bryn gets poisoned, then immediately heals himself.
So this will be
He
right
gave you food poisoning.
Yeah, basically, yeah. This will be right at the end when our good friend Vasiri returns. Have to ask, did they return because of the sending that I did? Or was it always going to happen?
I mean, he initially said, basically, come find me if you want. Like, you know.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. But then you realize, obviously, he's come to you, and with that, knowing that, having him saying come to you, you're obviously, and he said, like, I can't allow you to go any further.
He did.
So it shows he doesn't want you go in the direction you're going, which means whatever you guys are doing is a threat to whatever that is.
Cool. I can't wait to fight this thing. It's what was it? It was a beholder slash.
It's like
wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's like
Mad.
crossbreeds, like genetically modifying a beholder, basically.
Yeah. Now, do bear in mind, at the moment we're playing with 2 people, and we just barely beat the Mind Flayer with 3 plus a dog, plus a
Madge.
Yes, plus a Madge, plus there was another one in there as well, and also Runt's mother. So bear that in mind because if they're anything like a Mind Flayer, we will be dead.
You also find Jamea and the Bulgara that they summoned. So.
Yeah. Although the Bulgara kind of didn't have much to do, to be honest. But within line of term, I think
just fucked up most people.
Yeah. But I mean,
including
like
his own teammates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My computer agrees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Fair point. Yes. So try not to kill us, is what I'm saying. But I know you will because you're horrible.
You got vehicle.
Yeah, true. That is.
You got getaway vehicle.
Oh, damn it! Oh my god, why have we not done that joke yet?
Too.
Yeah, that was good. That moment where we were like,
have to think about DMing.
Yeah. That bit where we were making jokes about the gauntlet. Saying, "Oh, this is handy" and stuff like that, and then it was just like, "Oh, we've run out of puns," and you came up with one at the end. It was like, "Oh yeah, you can do jokes too."
What pun did I do?
I can't remember. I mean, I think you might have said it's very handy, so something like that. But yeah, we you know what we're like.
I see.
I thought it was an interesting move from Josh to try and attack the ship though, because I hadn't really thought of that. When he said, and I noticed it when I watched it back, he said, "How far away is the ship?" I should have immediately realised, oh, he's going to cast a spell at it. But of course, it's got maybe a shield or something that stops it, which is a shame. But what if that would have hit? That would have been amazing. If he'd hit maybe rolled a nat 20 or something. Wow, what a thing that could have been to see, God knows how you would handle it, but just
well, the thing is, even
yeah.
with a nat 20,
yeah,
and he did roll the check for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever it was, you know, if it's powerful to just stuff it out, it's not that it didn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's an area spell.
Okay.
So he didn't need to roll anything. You just cast it, and
Yeah.
it's in range.
Right.
So it's to say that actually, even if it was rollable, it wasn't like anything in that moment. There's obviously something. I believe he rolled too low to realize what it was, per se. What are you doing? A thumbs up? What the hell, dude? I'm just extending my hand, and it thinks I'm doing.
Yeah.
Jeez, my hand's that deformed that it thinks I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
Brilliant. Yeah, yeah, it should be very cool, to be honest. I already can't wait for the next one because I cannot see how like we're going to get past it, knowing how difficult the thing was. But Josh can cast bomb, and I do have a fluffy voice, so you know that it's all possible. This is the one thing I'm noticing is my turn takes up half the time because I have like loads of different ways of fighting, including a dog, and I have like extra spells going on. I have like the what do you call it? Spiritual guardian, spiritual weapon, so I kind of like I'm starting to try and speed myself up a little bit so that I don't take over the whole game.
Yeah,
because
there's a thing that veteran players do. So you make yourself a flow chart.
Okay.
Like you write it down. So like for me, like say with my warlock in Cisco's game, D&D game on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So I've not used this particular, but I kind of do styles in different moves. I give them actually special move names.
Okay.
Because I love anime. But it's like there's one where I do like I make sure that I am doing like say bonus action hex. And then I go into an attack. If I attack, I will use my action. I can use Green Flame Blade when I attack, so it's just extra.
Yeah.
So I don't need to. It's not like takes up an action. And at my current level, it can bounce over to another enemy. My flames. At my current level, so I think over level 5 and we're level 6. Currently, so. And same as you guys right now. But there's other things I do now because I've got other things like I've got rage. That is an ability I picked up. I obviously not a barbarian. And then what else can I do? And then I got magic combinations I can do that work for me. So I'm really like it's like kind of like my Naya build because I can hit hard.
Yeah.
But I could take damage quite easily as well. Give and take. Glass cannon builds. Love them. I love them so much. Yeah, that's kind of how I go around it. Flowcharts.
Fair enough. That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe I'll do that. I'll put something together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Should we roll again?
Go for it.
Where did I put the damn dice? That would be useful. Did I put it back? Probably. Yeah, I did actually. I like to tidy up after myself. Oh, it's 18. We're only one behind. God dear.
Reroll. We've kind of talked about
we've talked about that, haven't we? 14. That sounds better.
14. While magic goes off front, becomes resistant to all damage.
Yeah.
This is obviously when you're fighting the
devil thing.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. Oh, did you see it?
The clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good with it. Oh, I loved it so much. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a minute. That's a good short.
I know. Yeah, do you know what? I did think about making it a short. Shorts take a lot longer to make than most things because you have to also do the text and you have to think about how it's going to cut together. Shorts actually switch quicker as well. Everything you do, if there's a space in between and it's longer than half a second to a second, it doesn't work very well in a short and people switch off. So you have to cut things down a lot. So it's actually quite a lot of work. So when I have the time, I'll do them, and I'll make sure to keep that one in mind. But for the moment, I was like, I've got to get it out because I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but sorry, right. So somehow Runt goes off, and as per usual, the wild magic is perfect in every way, and does exactly the sort of thing that he needs. Which is when you say resistant, does that mean he takes no damage or he takes half damage?
He takes half damage on everything.
Oh man, that's
you take
cool.
no damage on a particular damage type.
Okay.
If you're immune to it.
Okay. See, that is so cool though. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, that devil thing was a pain in the ass because it was immune to fire, wasn't it? So.
This I homebrewed it a little bit to work with the theme I'm trying to go with these devils. That makes sense for Runt's story. So they were also immune to any cold damage.
Hot or cold. So anything we did had to be lukewarm. Right.
No. Not even lukewarm.
No. Any temperature.
No.
Oh, damn. That's funny.
And also, you wouldn't maybe be aware, but devils, and I think demons as well, I'm sure demons as well, get advantage on any sort of magical effects.
Oh. Okay, interesting.
And saves as well. So, your spirit guardians are rolling with advantage because it's magical nature. So
yeah. Interesting. So that's good to know. Yeah. That's good to know because he was a pain in the butt to put down, and he's still not really dead apparently. So that's
no. You can only kill a demon, the devil, in their plane of existence.
Okay, so we'll do
in the
that.
hells. If you kill them in the hells, they stay dead.
Okay, cool. Right, we'll go and do that next. I think. Turn around, go back.
Go to the
yeah.
All right, cool.
Why not? Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it was quite nice to get a bit more lore about the hells as well because I know bits and pieces from playing. I don't know if you ever played Hades.
Yeah, I played Hades.
Yeah,
not on stream, but I just played it. Because I enjoyed it.
Same, yeah. I bought it on the Switch a while back and absolutely loved it. I thought it was brilliant. But from that, you fight through. I think it's 3 or maybe 4 of the hells. And I was like, I actually kind of know what he's talking about because of that. So that was quite cool.
Yeah.
So, like you said Stygia, which is the ice.
Stygia.
Yeah. I thought it was something else. I thought it was the fire one, which is where the Leviathan, the massive snake is. That you fight. But that's, I got them mixed up and thought it was that. But so cool to be honest. I like the idea of that sort of thing because it's cool to.
I think it's based on. I think it's literally based on Dante's Inferno. I think.
Yes, it will be.
With the different layers of hell. Yeah.
But very cool, very cool. Should we roll one more time?
One more.
Right, here we go. Oh,
so you're
up in the 10s again. So it's 12 this time.
12. I mean, it's still the devil fight. We'll talk about the stuff at the beginning, probably. We'll work our way back. But it's when the Runt casts bomb and the devil feels nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're immune.
Inconvenient, yeah.
Casts bomb. That was quite fun to, he's been casting bomb all this time, and then he comes in and casts bomb, and it...
Yeah,
And it's just like this... And you're like, oh fuck!
He's actually all right. This guy, yeah.
Do you feel it?
Feel it? Fantastic. Yeah. To be honest, it's nice to have that sort of nerfed a little bit. Although it's always fun to play out what we've done in the last couple of fights, which is he casts bomb. I just sort of wander through afterwards, just sort of finishing anyone off. But, exactly.
Doing the mowing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically.
Cut the grass.
Having a whistle, and but that's fun. But it's nice to have that sort of nerfed for an episode. Although I prefer for you not to do that again. But the not being able to use heat is a problem for me because I do have
both
quite a
you, it
lot of
seems.
heated spells, so it's quite
Yeah.
annoying. I also have quite a bit of necromancy as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, because that is sort of like the background of my my character. So yeah, it's quite cool to have that. But yes, I haven't used a few of them in a while, so I'll have to do that.
Well, I'll use this as a segue, and we don't need to roll for this, but
Yes.
there was fire at the beginning as well.
Yes, there was. So, as somebody who has fire spells and no water spells or ice or anything, I thought I'll just keep running away from it because I've got the boots of Cool and Awesome, as I call them, because I can never remember the actual name of them. Springing and Striding, I think it's called. But yeah, Cool and
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I pay attention. Yeah, because I've got those, it means I'm 15 foot faster than everybody else, sort of along the ground. So I'll just wander away from it. I couldn't bloody get away from the damn thing. I'm so lucky Josh decided to stay behind and help, because it could have killed me. I lost about half my hit points just trying to get away from a fire.
Which we rolled to be like, realize it was you that forgot.
Yeah. Yes, it felt right as well. To be honest, the dice certainly gave us something there, and yeah.
Tell us a story.
Yeah, exactly. They do.
Yeah.
They do. Oh,
I mean, also at the beginning, that was when I first introduced a sort of map of the region. So
yes,
far,
that's right. The map that went over my face. Yeah.
Yes. As I've told you personally, I enjoyed the map.
Yeah, moving around. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. You asked for an explosion, I gave you an explosion.
I was very happy.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, that was honestly, I've got to ask you, how did you put that map together? Because I've not seen something like that before.
So there's different map making browser sites for D&D or fantasy maps in general.
Mm-hmm.
I using Incarnate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I do like a you get free, but you can also get a subscription to have all these things. You can put together a map.
Yeah.
Because in the end, you don't really want to do too crazy. I mean, even Critical Role were using pen and paper before they had all their fancy miniatures and stuff. And so does most, D&D games. But there's very rarely things you can get that are really cheap, like the board we use.
Yeah.
Again, it's not every single terrain, but it just adds something for you. It's mostly for you guys, obviously, because we don't really have the capabilities at the moment to also film from above and all the fancy stuff we did before, because obviously we've tried to streamline stuff, and then we don't have those extra cameras, I think.
I think the thing is we can play it for us, but we can talk through it at the same time, so it's not really a major issue, is it?
I mean, that's most D&D games anyway, because I mean, we do theatre and stuff in Cisco's game. Sometimes we get a map. On Sunday last week, it was all Theatre of the Mind.
Yeah.
So, you don't need a map.
No,
it's
you
nice.
Really don't. Yeah.
But so. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just trying to think of anything else that actually happened, because a lot of it was complete madness. Oh, the automaton. Hey, how did we forget about that? That was a very cool idea. So there's a name for them, isn't there? Warforged, that was it. Which is a playable race in D&D, isn't it? From what I understand.
Yeah, it comes from... I've never played, but it comes from something Eberron, which is a kind of region. I think it's in the world of that's Netherwinter's in.
Yep.
I can't remember. It's not like Sword Coast or anything like Baldur's Gate. It's nothing like that, or the Candlekeep Mysteries or anything like that. I think it's a separate world. I mean, there's so much D&D stuff, worlds and lore. It's hard to keep. I've been heavy homebrew. I've made a point not to. I've got set adventure stuff now.
Yes.
Like I've got just the one. Just the one actually. Which is the Descent into Avernus, and it's based in Baldur's Gate.
Okay, interesting.
But you get to go to the Candlekeep and stuff. I think I've never ran a set adventure.
Mhm.
I used it because I bought it because I love the theme of devils and demons and angels and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Anyway, but if it's not clear in this campaign as well with Runt's character, but and also you're possessed by one.
Whoops.
But there is. I want to see how it was. Wizards of the Coast had structured
Sure.
things, because I've been, whenever I get time, which is not a lot, to develop my world and actually write a kind of, like a adventure open sandbox thing.
Yep.
I mean, that stuff takes time, and it's not like you have a team of people. So, I mean, the one thing I would love to do is one of two things. I would love to do a one-page thing like Laser and Feelings, but for Time Flux. That's something I want to do.
Cool.
A second thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that on Drive-Thru RPG or something. And then the second thing would to put on the DM's Guild.
Mm-hmm.
These are all, again, for those who are not aware of what I'm talking about, these are sites you can actually monetize.
Okay.
And, your worlds that you use using source books or your own stuff that you've made.
Yeah, just to make a point, the Gravity Rip that we ran, that I bought the guide off of Drive-Thru RPG.
Yeah, you can get a ton of cool. I've bought some source books from DM's Guild and stuff as well, which is really cool. But yeah, so I mean that's what I hope to do. But the second thing I was going to mention was I was going to make a kind of one-shot adventure.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on one of my groups that I ran in my first years of DMing during the COVID and stuff. So I want to do like level 1 to 5 thing as well. So there's a one shot which is just the kind of beginning. But I then want to, if I get that, that's great. Like a 3 to 4 hour thing. But then ideally build up from that to do a level 1 to 5 adventure.
Ooh, okay. Real.
Which is based in the region that one of my games was in. The kind of characters involved in that.
Sounds good. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is developed organically with the players and myself.
Oh, that's nice. So that's not. Yeah, it's nice that it's sort of come out of that instead of yeah. Oh, I think that's really cool. That sounds awesome, to be honest. I'd be very interested to see how that comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's a whole sect. There is of baddies called the Purists, which are a blood hunter cult.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
yes.
Look, it is probably time to finish up because I'm not going to lie to you right now. I need a wee. So, but before we go, we should probably yes. Before I wee myself, we should probably tell you about what's coming up next. And the answer to that is nothing.
Nothing.
What do you expect from us? You think that we just magically make these things? We haven't had enough of a chance really to get together. So we're actually filming again on Saturday, aren't we? Which will be hopefully Candela. We'll see. I hope. How have you done with that?
It's fine. Like it can be Candela.
Cool. Because there was something else we talked about doing, which was the Harry Potter stuff. But me being a pain in the arse, I don't really have it quite there. It's close, but I just don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get it ready for Saturday. Sorry about that. But also, I in some ways, I feel like that's actually a good thing because I would like to have everybody do the first session, if possible. Anyway, I think that would be slightly nicer. Or a session 0. I think it'd be nicer if we had everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
people could sort of drop in and out as need to be.
There's, I mean, this next Candela might be shorter than expected just because there's only 2 people.
Ooh. Don't you worry, I'll find stupid things to do. Yeah.
I really had no time in shaping up, but it's good sometimes when you have a bit of pressure because what I've been creating for I've only really started properly. I did some bits for the next one, and I kind of knew what I was going to do, but it's getting a bit more refined. It's helping me decide how to set up the final episode for the circle.
Okay.
So this one might be shorter. We'll see. We'll see what you guys get up to.
Worries. Well,
yeah.
Cool. I was going to say after that, I think we've got a D&D coming up as well, haven't we?
Well, ideally, that'd be great. Yeah. I have put in the holiday request.
Yes.
See if it gets fulfilled.
Yes.
Because I forgot to talk to them about it today because lack of sleep and stuff.
Well, just do it. Just do sleep. It's easy.
I messaged them to say because it's first time using their system to request holiday, and I'm like, did it go through? I'm not sure. Can you check? And I'll hopefully get an answer very soon because then I can start booking stuff up, ideally in advance, so things are cheaper.
Good. I'd love to see that. So the hope is, and obviously things might move around, but the next thing coming out will be Candela. Now that's not going to be for 2 weeks, so we're going to take 2 weeks off. So the 3rd and the 10th, we're going to be enjoying some lovely sunshine, and then we'll be back on the 17th. When we put out Candela. After that, probably D&D, we'll see what happens. And then hopefully that's when we can get the Harry Potter stuff filmed and start getting that out. I have a map. That's all I'm saying. And map has been created. Yes, so I can't wait to get you guys into that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, so this is not farewell. This is merely adieu for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I really hope you enjoy your sort of summer because it is lovely out there. Make sure you're using suntan lotion because it is getting super duper hot next week, like crazy hot. Please be careful, especially you up in Scotland. You don't know what sun is.
Bitch.
Look, you don't know what sun is, all right? So please be careful.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you saw it once when you were a child, but
Daddy, tell me what the sun's like again. Tell me the story about the sun.
I know what you'd say to that. Turn it down a bit, will you? Oh, brilliant. Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We shall see you again very, very soon. Goodbye for now. Toodaloo.
Ta-ra.